What's going on, folks? CJ Lauerman, aka ThatSportsGamer here, alongside my good buddy, aka SnaggleJ, real name Kris. It's one of those nights. It's just gonna be one of those shows.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you ready for one of those shows? Cause I'm ready.
I am ready. I'm here. I am committed. I possibly need to be committed.
We're pot committed. We're all in. Double or nothing. All out. Fighter festival. Whatever you want to call it. We're here.
We are the alternative to the MLB The Show community. We are the alternative. We are the AEW of MLB The Show.
Some would say we are the youth of the nation. I don't know who those people would be, but they would say it.
I don't know who's calling us young, but they're wrong.
We're like bucks, but old.
But we're exactly. We're the old bucks.
Yes.
I feel like that's taken.
Possibly. Welcome, Bullpen Banter, episode 10, season 4. We've been doing this for quite a long time. And,
too long.
You can see we just get right in the pocket when we start talking to each other with the cameras on.
Yep.
Kris, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Is this the greatest baseball 2 days in your life?
Absolutely not even close, for sure.
Yeah.
Like literally, I would say even the whole week. Like, I feel like
I'll take a hot week. At least 3 days.
Like, I feel like this week has just been such a roller coaster of emotions in regards to the game of baseball. And yeah, it's not even fathomable how we got to this point.
Should AEW bring back Dale Torborg, aka the son of Jeff Torborg, aka the Demon, to be the MVP once again?
I mean,
they do have Luchasaurus, so I feel like he'd fit in.
I don't see any reason why. By the way, I'm assuming you listened to my Double or Nothing review podcast. I'm just going to say that you did.
Yeah,
I'll give you that credit.
Yeah, definitely did not unsubscribe to your podcast while I was switching phones. Definitely did not do that.
That's fine.
SnaggleJ, go look for him on your podcast app of choice. Snaggle Show.
The Snaggle Show. Yeah, I did a big AEW review thing, and I actually spoke very highly of Luchasaurus. I was very impressed with him in the Battle Royale. I didn't know much about him.
Big dude.
And then I didn't realize he was Judas from NXT. Anyway, I was really impressed by him. I was impressed. He looked good.
Great show all around.
And then they signed him. A couple days later. So
he's official now.
He is AEW. Yes, he is signed.
If they start putting out a second wrestling game, we have to do ringside ranter, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we can't just do it if it's just WWE 2K.
Just ringside ranting.
Ringside ranting. I think that's what we're doing. That'll be our wrestling video game thing, where we just talk about N64 wrestling games and how Def Jam Vendetta, possibly the greatest wrestling game ever. But that's neither a conversation here nor there. You're here for Bullpen Banter. We're going to banter about baseball stuff, specifically baseball video games. We got quite a long list of things to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's just kick it off real quick. Kris, Monday, as everyone knows, was Memorial Day. Thank you to those that have served and given the ultimate sacrifice to keep us safe. Appreciate that very much. Kris, how did you, as a perfect team community manager for Out of the Park Baseball, celebrate?
Well, I mean, celebrating, I don't do. I worked, but
sure.
I can't.
Is it work?
I came home.
I don't know if it's work. Oh, you actually worked, right? Canada.
Yeah, I actually physically had to go to work.
Canada's a weird place. I don't understand anything they do.
I actually physically had to go to work for my regular.
Shout out to Queen V Day.
It was. That's right.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
but then we released a 6-pack of MLB Veterans as a Memorial Day salute to some of some Major League Baseball players. There's the Major League Baseball players who have given up their love of baseball for their sense of serving their country. It's so long and so numerous. It's in the hundreds. We decided to highlight 6 in pretty specific ones. Mitch Harris. A lot of people don't know Mitch Harris is one of only 2 people ever to graduate from the Naval Academy and go on to play Major League Baseball. The other was way back in the 20s.
I actually pulled
Curt,
Mitch Harris sometime this week.
well, he went for 38,000 perfect points yesterday.
I need to dive back into Perfect Team tonight.
I think you might need to sell that card. He went for 38,000 yesterday, and then another sale of over 30K. So yeah, we had Curt Simmons, better known as one half of the Whiz Kids, early 50s, top of the Phillies rotation with Robin Roberts. He actually missed the 1950 playoffs because he was enlisted for the Korean War. So he was off doing his military service for that. Phil Rizzuto. And it was kind of really interesting because somebody actually tweeted at us the next day saying that his father had served with Phil Rizzuto, and he had like a picture of him visiting an area when he was in active duty, which was really, really kind of cool. Pete Alexander, who served in World War I. Really interesting story for Pete Alexander. If you actually go look it up, he suffered a bunch of physical injuries, a bunch of mental injuries, really, really messed him up for the rest of his life. And yet he still came back and won 27 games, in like his second season back. So really interesting story about how, the First World War affected him. Peak Whitey Ford, who served in the Korean War, the Yankees legend, obviously. And we added another Ted Williams card, specifically because this is a later Ted Williams card. This is the 1957 when he was 38 years old and still hitting well over 300. Ted Williams, probably one of the more well-known MLB veterans, missed, I think, a total of almost 6 full seasons.
Something like that. Yeah, 6 full seasons.
From being in active duty. He was in the Navy. He was in the Marines. He flew planes, I think, at one point. Just absolutely, committed to his country. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. But when he had the chance to serve in a uniform, he absolutely did. So yeah, it was nice of us to be able to honor some of these guys. I mean, we could never fully honor every single player who has ever served, but this was our kind of way to show them a little bit of respect.
And if you want the full breakdown on all those cards, you can go over to youtube.com/OOTP Developments, and you'll see the archived episode of This Week in Perfect Team. What else? I have been playing that Cardinals franchise over on the OTP Development stream.
Mm-hmm.
We made the playoffs in 2020. Pretty hype.
Nice.
Owners really, really happy, except for the fact that I did not want to give Matt Carpenter $26 million for 6 years at age 35. No. So he's outie. Yadier Molina, can't believe it. He's coming back for 2021. I gave him $9.5 million.
That's not bad.
Might be a huge mistake.
For one season. I mean, one season's not going to kill you.
Do you remember? I don't know if you remember. Oh, actually, I'm not going to say Carpenter's not coming back because we're probably going to offer him a qualifying offer.
Right.
And he might take it because that's what Hyunjin Ryu did. I was really hoping he was going to go sign somewhere else. But I was like, let me just give him the qualifying offer so I can get the pick.
Yep.
He didn't do that. He took the qualifying offer. He pitched. Actually, he ended up pitching all right in 2020 for me. But he's like, hey, I'd like to come back. And he signed a deal for like $1.2 million.
Oh, there you go.
I was pretty excited about that. But we did make the playoffs, which was very exciting. And somehow we won games 1 and 2 of our division series against the Padres. And then they won 3, 4, and 5.
Nice.
It was quite upsetting.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
But we got a pretty dope team. And we're jumping into the 2020/21 offseason. Next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. So that should be interesting. See where we go. And I know you have recently started up a new Mets franchise in OOTP.
Yeah.
I would like you to tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're only a couple episodes in, so we're still. I think we are. We finished off last night on July 2nd, 2019. So about a month after the draft. Mistakes have been made.
They happen, man. They happen.
One of our wonderful YouTube commenters noted that I set the scouting budget at 1.5 million instead of 15 million as I intended.
Hey, man.
That was a problem. We fired our scout the day after the draft, which was wonderful because he was awful, and we replaced him with somebody who's good. So our draft was very poor, but we have been able to free up lots of salary. We've got rid of Robinson Cano. We shipped him off to the Rangers.
Yeah, I don't like to eat that, but
we ate a little bit. Yeah, it's not usually how I like to do things, but we decided to get a little aggressive early on and make some moves and move some guys. But the thing is, we still have a lot of just dead salary sitting on the books. We got Todd Frazier making almost 10 mil. Cespedes makes 30 million this year, 30 million next year, and I can't do anything with him because he's on the IL. So he's just kind of sitting there. But you know what? We're hanging our own. We're a couple games over 500. Which in the ALE or the NL East is only good enough for fourth. So we're trucking through. We're keeping that salary fresh. We've got some guys. The biggest thing we're gonna have to look at is we're gonna have to move Zach Wheeler,
he's a
free agent. And he's looking for upwards of $180 million over 8 years, which we're not going to pay. So Wheels is going bye-bye.
I'm going to be very interested to see how Jared Kelenic does in your save, because I don't know if you've been paying attention. He was the guy. I think he was the 6th overall pick last year from the Mets, and they traded away in the Cano and Diaz deal, and he's just hitting bombs left and right. He actually got called up from rookie ball to advanced A.
Yeah, which he's looking good.
Shout out to my boys West and Alex on the Visalia Rawhide. They were actually playing him last night in his inaugural game with the Modesto Nuts.
Yeah.
No. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
They got a 3-game set against them? They're just... I'll believe you. I'm going to believe you. It is Modesto Nuts. Okay.
He's with Modesto, yeah.
And I was like, yo, this guy's pretty good. And he's like, yeah, he can hit high fastballs. Dude, in his second at bat, hit a high fastball real far.
Yeah.
So, but also, I'm not going to get into it, but they have a pitcher for them, Shunpei Yoshikawa. Definitely go Google his name. Obviously, if I say Shunpei Yoshikawa, it's going to be hard for you to Google that. Go try to find it. He was pitching in Japan, didn't get drafted out of high school, and then he was pitching in like the independent league and came the Japanese independent league, I believe it was, and then came here as a free agent. So he didn't go into the NPB or the posting system, and that was last fall. And then this spring, the NPB signed that draft pick from the Braves that didn't want to sign with them. So I wonder if there's something going on. I feel like international stuff is going to be changing at some point.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're looking into that, making that process a little better.
Next week on This Week in Perfect Team, you're going to be releasing some new cards. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the set that you're going to be releasing next week?
Actually, this Monday we're going to be releasing 2 sets of content. It's that special of an episode.
2 sets.
We've decided to double it up.
That's a little
so we're going to have our Players of the Month cards for May.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have some voting up right now. You can actually have your say on who should be the NL Pitcher of the Month. Go to twitter.com/OTP Perfect Team. It was tweeted out earlier today. The link is right there. You can go and make your voice heard. But a certain particular individual is celebrating their birthday next week. That would be the Out of the Park Development's head of community, TJ Lauerman's birthday is on Wednesday, I believe.
Correct. I know that guy. Quite handsome. Going to be turning 35.
So we decided to let him We decided to give him the wheel and let him curate his own set of content, which will be revealed on Monday night.
Yeah, we're gonna have I think it's 6 cards.
6, yeah.
6 cards, handpicked by the man, the myth, the legend, myself, and because I don't like to get in Chris's way with Perfect Team. Kris is autonomous when it comes to Perfect Team. He came to me and he was like, "Hey, do you want to reveal one of the cards tonight?" And I said, "You're goddamn right. I want to reveal one of the cards tonight."
Yeah.
So, let you guys know one of the cards that we're going to be getting. Not the best card. Healthy Lou Gehrig says 6 different Chipper Joneses.
Yes, 100%.
Maybe there'll be 6 different Chipper Joneses. But one of the cards we'll be releasing is, I'm going to hit the right thumbnail button on here. 1997 Denny Nagel. Man, do you remember how good Denny Nagel was before he went to the Rockies and blew it all up?
Well, especially in 97. I mean, 97 was kind of I know everyone remembers 98 for being the gigantic offensive season, but I mean, anything 96 or later in that era, to be as good as Denny Nagel was in that era, man, that's insane.
He went 20. Go ahead. Oh, good.
I was just gonna say he was one of those guys that, he didn't have the greatest stuff. He was just really, really good.
Yeah, so he came over to the Braves halfway through 96 as part of a deal with this was the Jason Schmidt deal. Jason Schmidt went from the Braves to the Pirates.
Right.
In that deal for Denny Nagel. It was like a player to me named Larry or something. So he did okay. Not really great with the Braves in 96. But 97 came out of the gates, led the league with 20 wins, only 5 losses, a sub-3 ERA, a 1.084 whip, and just pretty dope all around. It came in 3rd in the Cy Young voting. So I'm expecting this card to be pretty good. You see what do we got? 83 control, 64 stuff, 69 movement, 84 3 control. I can't see. I made it too small on my screen.
Solid. He's solid. He's 64.
Circle change.
Yes. The stuff moving, the control is really nice. I mean, he's going to be, if you get up in that blue control range, he's going to be keeping guys off base for sure.
Yeah, so I'm super hype for Denny Nagel. Also, you'll notice this Denny Nagel is a historical all-star card. Speaking of historical all-star stuff,
well, I mean, it's not really historical all-star stuff. It's
futurical all-star stuff.
You just made up a new word, and I kind of like it.
I think that's a real word. With the stuff that we do for Out of the Park developments, Kris and I will be going to the 2019 All-Star Game in Cleveland. We'll be at what is it called, MLB Play Ball?
Play Ball Park.
Play Ball Park,
which is at the, I can't remember the name of, Convention Center.
Yeah, it's about a couple blocks north of the game. Assuming Rich lets us, we'll be going to the Futures game. We're going to go to the Home Run Derby. We're going to the All-Star Game. It's going to be dope. I think we're going to be, if the technology is there, we're going to be streaming from the Play Ball Park, doing a whole bunch of great stuff with Out of the Park baseball over there.
It's gonna be an absolute blast. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
And you know what the best part is that, I looked at it and I was like, man, this thing is less than 50 days away.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Also, great news.
Tomorrow is June 1st.
Yep.
It's literally 35 days away.
Yeah, I know. But I got great news. There's a Dunkin' Donuts near the field, so.
Oh, that is a great news.
I verified.
That was one of that Dunkin' was balling last year.
I don't know if there's a Tim Hortons in
I don't care. Dunkin' is way better.
Dunkin's good.
Listen, we've been over this. I am not a Tim Hortons guy. At least not for coffee. Tim Hortons makes fantastic breakfast sandwiches. Can we talk about this just for half a second?
Sure. Breakfast sandwiches or All-Star Game?
Well, no, one thing that Tim Hortons has started doing up here is they have mobile ordering now.
Brilliant.
So basically, my office is a 3-minute drive from Tim Hortons. So I place my order on my phone as I'm walking to the car, And when I get there, it's on the counter with my name on it. It's paid for through the app. I literally walk in, grab my food, and leave. I'm in the store for 13 seconds. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Everyone needs to have this.
My wife does that. It feels weird. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, the All-Star game is going to be super mega dope. I'm like I said, I'm still floating from like that it's actually a real thing that's really going to happen.
I had to book airline travel today, which is something I had never done before.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Yeah. I'm quite familiar with booking airline. Like I said, it's been almost 3 years since I booked a flight, and I remembered my frequent flyer number off the top of my head, which is kind of scary.
Sounds like you might have a problem.
Well, I mean, I used to fly twice every 3 weeks for work all year round, so it's one of those things I had committed to memory. But yeah, we booked flights today. Like, if this is a real thing that's happening.
So if you're going to Play Ball Park, the Home Run Derby, or any of those things, holler at us.
Yeah, come see Out of the Park baseball.
You know how it is. Promo code TSG20 saves you 20% off all autographs from me.
Wow.
Hey man, I'm a man of the people. 20% off. Big savings right there. Not gonna lie.
Here I was going to sign them for free.
Hey.
Yeah, not now. Not now. You've set the bar, champ. Don't
drink the milk when you got a cow. What's it?
I don't know.
Figure that out. Somebody look up that old. What is? I don't even know what those things are called. Why drink the milk for free?
I don't know, man.
Oh, that's not. I did not write the word milk. My bad. Whoops.
Whoa. Oh man, that's great stuff.
Why something the cow when you get the milk for free?
Why buy the cow and you get the milk for free?
Why buy the cow? Why buy a Crown Victoria?
Why not buy a Crown Victoria?
Why buy the cow when the milk is free? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kris,
what's going on with nothing? There's nothing going on with Nagel. What are you talking about?
Nagel, he's dope. He has a sweet card that's going to drop Monday during this weekend perfect game.
Secret bullpen banter only leaks.
Stamina. Yeah, I feel like his. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go back to the squad and be like, hey, we got to change this card up a little bit.
No.
Hold on. 19. What is this? 97.
Yes.
Bro, 1997. What is this right here? One homer, 7 RBIs. What are we doing, guys? 25 power?
Yeah. Okay. We're not changing that. We're not changing that.
I have to have a word with some superiorities. See if we can get that taken care of.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Lobat, obviously not paying attention to the show.
Yeah, Lobat obviously not paying attention to bullpen banter. We explained this in great detail earlier.
Double up next week on This Week in Perfect Team. Player of the Month cards and my birthday salute to myself.
He's obviously distracted.
All right. Speaking of something,
let's move on.
Speaking of something that's going to be distracting, and I'm fairly sure I just realized that I'm going to probably be on vacation when this package shows up, aren't I? Kris, he went over to Konami.com/prospy/something.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Konami.com/games/prospi/2019. You checked out a video for Pro Baseball Spirits 2019. Kris, give me your rundown. I was wrong when I was talking to you. This is not the video that I watched last week when it looked like the teammates were making fun of their other teammates of how ugly they were in the game. So
yeah, this was like two guys and they were going head to head.
So I think they're doing like a tournament. See, here's the problem. I can't read any of this.
No,
this might be like a tournament thing going on here.
I feel like it is. There seem to be multiple videos, kind of a similar nature. My big thing with this, and maybe. And I mean, you're talking like I watched maybe 15 minutes of this stuff, but it looks like the gameplay is so slow. Like the pitching looks slow, the ball coming in looks slow. And again, maybe they have it on like super.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But like there were a couple of instances where pop-ups or fly balls were hit. And it reminded me of like an 8 or 16-bit era game where the ball just seems to go at
There.
8,000 feet in the air. And again, not saying that's a, like that's a deal breaker or a super negative, but it was something that really stuck out to me, that it was extremely noticeable
Hmm.
that was happening. But you know, we've talked a lot about the Pro Yaku PCI, it actually being a bat. The graphics look phenomenal. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a good game. Like I said, I really like the graphics. They look really, really good. It's almost like they are super realistic with like just the most subtle hint
Hmm.
of like cartoonishness to them.
Like the little post swing animations and stuff. And
Yeah, just like almost like they took like a real like a like a mocap, and they just kind of stylized it ever so slightly,
my
which
thing
I thought was
is,
really cool.
I think that's just Japanese baseball. I think that's
Yeah,
what that is.
yeah,
I think they play a much different style. Like we were talking about wrestling earlier. Major League Baseball is the WWE. You know, you're gonna,
right.
you know what you're getting when you watch Major League game, which is why people freak the hell out when someone does a bat flip or like hits a double and is like woohoo, and people get angry at that for some reason.
Right.
But that's like promoted in Japan. They want you to do a crazy bat flip, all that stuff. I think that really shows through in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're having these players play on like super easy.
Oh, I would assume.
Because there's actually settings and there's a pitch speed setting in the game, which I will never go to. That is literally, this is one of the few things that are in English. The setting all the way on the right just says real, because those pitches come in at the real speed, and they're gonna have the real break, and it's pretty damn hard to hit on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the slowness thing is it's apparent in those videos, but I do think it's
Right.
just because they're playing on a very low difficulty setting.
I think that's probably the case. But yeah, it was something that I noticed that stuck out to me. But like I said, I think the graphics are really cool. The gameplay looks cool. The hitting looks cool.
Yeah, I think
Um,
a lot of people, a lot of people that play the show like the strike zone cam,
yeah,
and I always say I like the pulled back ones because I want to see the batter and I
yeah.
want to see those animations. And just when you watch those, I think they're, how long are those videos? They're usually pretty quick, right?
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Like 5-10, they're usually like 5-10 minutes. You'll notice just like when guys are in the batter's box and like they swing, they're a lot more lively than they are in the show.
Yeah.
And those are like those are the little things that like really jump out to me. So
Yep. Yeah, the
uh,
game seems very true to the Asian style of baseball.
I'm very excited. I am definitely going to be away when that game ships, so hopefully I will be back before it reaches here. Did you look to see how much that is in Canadian dollars to try to get that game?
I did not.
Because I think in America dollars it's like $82 or something.
Yeah, so it'd be
A lot.
like 105, 110 Canadian.
I mean, worth.
Possibly.
Maybe we can do like the PlayStation, that share screen thing,
Yeah.
where I can like give you my virtual controller, and then we can play like that.
Seems a bit aggressive, but
yeah. So, Pro Baseball Spirits, July 18th, if I'm not mistaken. And then we come to, I was going to say, welcome to the big show, MLB The Show. Lots and lots of new stuff that we need to talk about.
yeah.
Are you hyped, Kris?
I am pretty hyped. I've kind of, I don't want to say taken a break. That's not really the way that I would classify it. I haven't been playing the show a whole lot as of late.
You've been working your butt off.
I've been really busy. A lot of stuff going on. I just haven't had a whole lot of time. I've gotten back into it the last couple days. Working on the kind of the things I've got going in DD right now, building my Jays team. So yeah, you know, I wasn't not playing it by choice. It was just one of those things we just didn't have the time.
So good news. We have a new ranked season. I can
Yeah.
hide this slideshow. Last night I actually made it to the division series. Pretty hyped for that.
Nice.
I just got my reward, so that's pretty exciting. Hey, I got a regular pack in that reward. I got a bronze. Hey, Josh Bagley.
Nice.
And whatever else I get for. Oh wait, what's this? Bat skin. Oh, I got the Pride bat skin. That.
Oh, nice.
Hilariously enough, is the first thing on the rundown on the news story from theshownation.com. So this is the third ranked season, as you can see on the screen, or if you're listening in audio, they've put out a new bat skin for Pride Month, +6 contact, +6 power, as we've been having. And then we got a couple new World Series rewards that we can go take a look at. I assume we can go take a look at, because they should be out there. First one for the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, very notable one.
Giants now have 4 Signature Series players.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll talk about 2 of them today.
Yep.
They've added 98 Diamond Signature Series Matt Williams is going to be one of the World Series.
Beast.
95 contact versus righties, 96 power versus righties, 107, 121 versus lefties, which is pretty good. And 92 vision, very good. And no slouch defensively, 88 fielding, 82 arm strength, 84 arm accuracy, +75 reaction. Very nice card in Matt Williams.
Yeah.
Selling for, I guess, around 200K, 180, 200,000 right now.
Yeah.
Wait on that to come down, but...
Well, I mean, we've seen this. These cards get ridiculously, priced early on. And then, they kind of come down a little bit. I think the ranked season rewards seem to hold their value relatively well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously he's not going to be a 200,000 point card or stub card or whatever currency we're currently talking about. I feel like if I was able to get to World Series relatively quickly, I might sell the Matt Williams and pick up the Vlad Jr. Future Star.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, just keep the Williams. I think the Williams is a little bit better. The defense makes him a little bit better. But I think if you're trying to, you're trying to maximize your points, you could probably sell the Williams, buy the Vlad for now. Because the Vlad Jr. Is holding very strong at 6 figures right now. And then you could rebuy the Williams later on if the price goes down. But yeah, that Williams card is super, super beastly.
Yeah, and especially with the really great versus left-handed pitching numbers, I think this card is going to be extremely valuable. Because, I mean, I don't know if you're seeing it, but I know a lot of people are, that a lot of people are rolling that Bumgarner, rolling Kershaw, and rolling very lefty-heavy rotations.
Yeah.
So having a guy like this is going to be very good to have in your lineup to,
I think,
combat those guys.
Yeah, I think that you're going to start to see, as more and more people get the Verlander, you might see, him kind of take a spot and at least put another righty in there. But yeah, you are right. Right now, things are very, very lefty.
Other card that came out, the other World Series reward is for the Cardinals, the catcher. Catcher we just talked about not too long ago. Yadier Molina. 101 contact versus righties, 69 power versus righties, 98-74 versus lefties, 114 vision, and phenomenal defensive ratings, 95 fielding, 94 arm strength, 95 arm accuracy, also 82 reaction, and 96 blocking. Slow at 41, but still very good card.
I feel like 41's kind of high for Molina, but
yeah, might be a little bit overrated for Molina, but all right.
I can't see a better catcher coming out this year. I really can't. Unless they have Yogi Berra or something like that stashed away for later on.
I'm just gonna say I really like that McCann that I picked.
Yeah, the thing is with that Ricky Henderson in the game, multiple Ricky Hendersons in the game with 99 stealing. I mean, Molina behind the plate is one of the few catchers that nerfs that right away.
I've been having
Yeah.
good luck with McCann and Torrey this year, but I feel like as we get further into the year, I think they're gonna come back down. They're gonna definitely
Yeah.
get better.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if we're ever going to reach a point in MLB The Show 19 where speed is the meta.
I mean, I think you can do it right now, but
I
it's
think you can, but I just don't think people are.
yeah.
People are still running the contact power kind of, looking at that. I don't think people are really running a very speed focused game right now, which is perfectly fine by me. Um, but yeah, again, I think Molina checks all the boxes that you want with a catcher. He can hit a little bit. He can hit for some power. He's got elite level defense. And he's not super duper duper slow compared to some other catchers. He checks all the boxes of what you're looking for.
So those are the two World Series rewards. They also did put out two new pennant race rewards. We'll just touch on them real quick. There's a 1977 rookie Ron Guidry card. It's got 110 stamina, 78 hits per nine, 85 Ks per nine, 65 walks per nine, 79 home runs per nine, and 94 clutch. Slider, four seam, two seam curveball combo. Pretty decent little card. I think I actually took that with my reward for getting there. There's also another catcher card they put out, a 2015 postseason Salvador Perez. 90 contact versus righty, 72 power versus righty, 59, 61 versus lefties, 82 vision, 100 clutch for him, 87 fielding, 84 arm strength, 88 arm accuracy, 80 blocking. So decent card. Obviously not a hitter that some of these other cards are, but for just getting to pennant race,
Yeah,
that's a good option at catcher. If you're...
yeah, pretty solid options for getting to pennant race for sure.
Next up, the big news. They had a stream yesterday, Thursday, the 30th, and they were talking about the new patches that are going to be coming out. They didn't know the dates, but little did we know, last night, game update 1.11 was going to be coming out. Had some big stuff for the online community. Adjustments were made to exit velocities in Diamond Dynasty, so higher powered batters should now have higher exit velocities. There's something that felt like wasn't really in tune right, so it's good to see that they took that feedback and raised that up a little bit. They also addressed an issue where the catcher throw meter wouldn't trigger, which was a real frustrating thing.
Annoying as all get out. Yep.
Yeah. Another thing that was super annoying that they fixed is preloaded throws will now transfer when switching between players. So if there's a ball hit into the gap and you're the right fielder, and you preload your throw, and the center fielder happens to get there before you get there, the preload is just gone, and now you have to start it over again. So that's been fixed. Also, the wind speed is now set to 0 miles per hour in Battle Royale events and ranked seasons. I guess people didn't like that. I kind of did like it, because it was another thing that you had to deal with.
Yeah.
Because, again, there's wind in baseball, and you have to deal with it. I mean, that's just me. They also slightly decreased the opacity of the PCI. Do you have something you want to say about wind?
I mean, I hate that they took it out. But I
understand it.
The competitive players didn't want it. I'll come right out and say it. I think the segment of the community that was pushing the hardest about it was the competitive part. I'm okay with it. I don't think it's going to be something like that I'm going to belabor the point and cry about it. But again, it's part of baseball.
I mean, also we're not playing at that super high level, but my thing is like, if someone's playing a shift, I'm gonna try to hit against the shift. If the wind is blowing out to right, I'm gonna try to make them hit the ball to left.
Yeah. It's the same. It's the same.
Or if the wind's blowing in, I'm going to try to get them to hit pop flies because I know they're not going to go out.
Like, here's my thing, right? I understand, competitive players saying we want everything to be equal every game. We want it to be skill based. I completely understand that position, but in my opinion, that's wind. I mean, it's an interesting decision. Like I said, one that, you know what, it's probably not something outside of, talking about it for these couple of minutes that I'm really going to give a whole lot of thought to. But I don't understand. Leave wind in the game. Wind is part of baseball. It's one of those things.
It's just something you got to deal with. It's there,
I
you gotta
feel
deal with
like, again, I feel like if the wind was causing something extremely detrimental in the game,
or if it was broken,
I could understand like them taking wind out if it was really breaking the game. I haven't experienced any sort of issues with wind. Like I said, in my opinion, I don't like the decision. I understand the reason why they made it. I don't like the decision. Leave wind in the game. It's baseball.
Or play all the games in the same stadium that is a dome.
There you go.
That's kind of what you're doing, and
it is one of those things.
I don't love it, but whatever. It's all good. I'll hit my dingers anyway. It's cool. I don't know if you saw my home run I hit last night. It hit the top of the padding thanks to centrifugal force and rotation and earth axis. It bounced and went over the fence.
Nice.
In real life, I think it would have hit that top of the fence and either got lodged in there or bounced pretty much back to second base because I hit that ball real hard.
Nice.
Road to the show. Fix an issue with ladder training. Would skip and not award the user any training points. You playing Road to the Show?
No. I'm not right now.
I was just reading my post from ThatSportsGamer.com where I wrote about a 11-inning no-hitter I threw in like Road to the Show 11. Kind of made me want to go back to playing Road to the Show.
I just, you know what? I would absolutely love to play Road to the Show. I just absolutely do not have the time. It's
you
one
need
of those
more podcasts.
It might be one of those things that I might pick up. I mean, for me personally, like usually the way I run shows, I do DD and franchise, and then when I in the fall, when my franchise is kind of wrapping up and I'm ready to move on to other things, that's kind of when I'll start to transition to Road to the Show a little bit. So I think that might be something where I jump into some Road to the Show, maybe like in August or September, somewhere in that time frame. But yeah, I just don't have the time right now. I know it's really good. I know Mills is having a lot of fun with it. A lot of other people are having a lot of fun with it. I've been watching Good Game Bros series on YouTube. It does look really good this year. It's just unfortunate that I don't have the time to play it.
They'll fix an issue where users would get stuck in the lineup screen in Battle Royale and result in a loss. Good thing they fixed that. Set rewards are now being rewarded correctly for the shelfie moments. The updated several stadiums were ruling certain hits incorrect. Where they were ruling certain hits incorrectly. Those parks include Fenway, Tropicana, Chase Field, Old Miami, and Polo Grounds.
Okay.
And they did some general UI text and spacing adjustment. I believe the next patch, 1.12, they are working on the issue where you'll hit a ground ball to right field, and your guy will Cadillac it down to first base because he doesn't know that he should be hustling. I know that happened to... Who'd that happen to? Did that Daddy that I saw that happen to?
I don't remember now.
I think it was Daddy Demo. We posted a video of that a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. Let's get that fixed. Bring back wind, and I think we'll be good, right?
We want wind.
Oh
my word!
I'm dying.
Oh, TJ's dying right here on stream.
Oh, that's good.
Guess I'm going to the All-Star game alone, chat.
That's how I want to go out on stream. Best way to do it. Oh,
that's right.
Where are we here?
That's right.
Now the new stuff. I guess we'll start with the roster update.
Yeah, let's.
My team got better. That's really all that matters.
My team made some stubs.
Hey, that's all that matters. Did I buy a bunch of Matt Chapmans now? A couple big moves. Nolan Arenado goes from 90 to 91. He got +7 to his contact versus righties, +5 to his vision, -4 to his discipline. But still, 80 fielding seems a little low for my man Nolan.
Yeah.
Jacob deGrom takes a 1-point hit, -3 to his hits per 9, -2 to his Ks per 9, -3 to his walks per 9, -5 to his home runs per 9. But still, 88, not bad.
Yeah.
Alex Bregman jumps a point. He got a hodgepodge of attribute changes. +3 to his contact versus righties, -8 to his contact versus lefties, but +10 to his power versus righties, and also +7 to his power versus lefties, -3 to the vision, +5 to the distance. Now, to the important stuff, aka my team, guys. Freddie Freeman jumps from an 86 to an 87, +3 to his contact versus righties, +7 to his power, +3 to his contact versus lefties, +7 to his power versus lefties, and +3 to his vision. Freddie Freeman, if you're watching the stream and not listening auditorially, he's pretty even in the splits. 92 contact versus righties, 90 contact versus lefties, 73 power versus righties, 75 power versus lefties. And that's pretty good. It's not one of those halfy guys like a Frank Thomas who's all against the lefties. Come on, get yourself a Freddie Freeman. Then we got Cody Bellinger, who's been now apparently patrolling my outfield and playing first base for me, who I was not playing for a long time, but now he's playing more for me. He goes from 85 to an 87, +5 to his contact versus righties, +8 to his contact versus lefties, +2 to his power versus righties, and +5 to his power versus lefties. Also, got a nice little bump in the defensive categories, +12 to his arm strength and +10 to his accuracy. And he can play. He plays
rightfully
first.
So.
I want to say he plays all 3 outfield positions and first base.
Yeah.
There's an outside possibility he's going to start starting over Yelich for me in the outfield, because I feel like Yelich just doesn't have enough pop.
Yeah.
For my outfield right now. Remember we used to have that thing where we did 3 up, 3 down? We did that one time? We should go back to doing that.
I think we did it twice, actually.
Yeah, sick. We should do that again. Couple of guys jumping from gold to diamond. We got Anthony Rizzo goes from an 83 to an 85. +4 to his contact versus righties, -6 to his contact versus lefties, +9 to his power versus righties, and +2 to his power versus lefties. So now he's 84-82 against righties, which is pretty good. And I'm upset that I did not buy one before the upgrade.
I had 14 Rizzos. I had 27 Rizzos in Perfect Team, and he went diamond in Perfect Team 2 weeks ago or last week. So I've Rizzo has been making my Perfect Team and my DD teams a little bit richer as of late.
You're a believer in the Rizzo.
I am a believer in the Rizzo.
So Chapman was the other guy that went from gold to diamond, from an 84 to an 85, thanks to a +10 power versus lefties and a +5 vision. So you got your Chapmans. I know a lot of people were stockpiling them. You did. Good job. You made a lot of money on Chapman.
Yeah.
But someone going the other way, though, I guess it is kind of a big hit. Andrew Miller drops from an 85 to an 83.
I told you, chat. I told you that was going to happen.
You believed in it.
3.5 weeks ago, I said that was what was going to happen. Miller is just plummeting. He's just not there this year.
So he took a -4 to his hits per 9, -2 to his Ks per 9, -3 to his walks per 9, -9 to his home runs per 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big hit. But here's my thinking. This card gets out there. We start getting more quantity of this card out there. The price is going to drop. With the IE boosts, I bet this card is still pretty nasty.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think he's still a good gold level.
Yeah, this might be a
left-handed reliever.
Really good value play.
I mean, you're still talking about a guy who has a hit per 9 and Ks per 9 in the mid to upper 90s. Like, he's still a pretty good card.
A whole bunch of other players got upgrades, downgrades, all that stuff. You can check them out in the game or over on theshownation.com. There is a new card, Kris. I don't know if you saw. I see new card. What position does this guy play?
Everywhere.
He plays. He play everywhere? That could be why I can't find him. Second base. Your boy, Cavan Biggio, breaking into the game. 61 contact versus righties, 63 power versus righties, 54, 55 versus lefties. Good fielding, 74 fielding, 72 arm strength, 73 accuracy, 76 reaction, 76 speed.
Yeah, dandy little card.
Nice little budget, dude. Could be a beast in BR.
Yep, glad to see him in the game. He'll probably be a 90 in perfect team next week. So we'll use him there.
Mitch Keller gets a 76 overall starting pitcher card for the Pirates. 80 stamina, 61 hits per 9, 63 Ks per 9, 68 walks per 9, 52 home runs per 9. I want to say it was Ty France. Someone was putting up crazy numbers in minor leagues. I was looking to do my AAA All-Star game ballot. Like,
yes,
these guys got called up already.
Yeah.
Who was the one hitting bombs? Was it Beatty? Maybe it was Ty France was putting up some monster numbers. Somebody, a lot of them. But I think they added it was like 18 new guys. 324. So yeah, you can check them out in game, or you can go to the Show Nation. Check out the roster update tab they got over there. A whole bunch of other stuff. 2 new Battle Royale Flawless rewards, which goes back to what we were saying before, with the Giants having 4 Signature Series guys now. Of course, they already had Maze, who's the full collection of all the Live Series cards. Mad Bum was from the second inning program. The Matt Williams is the World Series reward for this season. And now they've added William McCovey as a Battle Royale Flawless reward. Pretty nasty. 103 contact versus righties, 116 power versus righties, 89, 99 versus lefties, 99 vision, 125 discipline, 96 clutch, 63 fielding, 39 speed. Placed first for the secondary. Pretty beastly. Kind of a reverse Frank Thomas with some better defense.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? You want this?
It's a really nice card. I mean, I have no use for him. I'm only collecting Jays. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I mean, it's a really nice card. Again, he absolutely murdered righties. Gonna hold his own against lefties. 99 vision's not too bad.
99 vision is not too bad. You hear this guy?
Well,
hear this guy.
99 vision's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty good considering that he's a 99 over. That you have to go 12-0 to BR to have a chance to get him. Sure. It's a really good card.
Also, the other Flawless reward gives the Mariners their first Signature Series player. 96 overall, Felix Hernandez, 114 stamina, 90 hits per 9, 96 K per 9, 88 walks per 9, 87 home runs per 9, and what I would like to call a super filthy pitch mix. He's got a sinker at 95, a 4-seamer at 98, so that can probably top out at like 100. An 83-mile-per-hour changeup, 80-mile-per-hour sweeping curve, and an 89-mile-per-hour slider. That card looks pretty sick.
Yeah, that pitch mix is insane.
95. So this is 95, but I think if you max it out, it's probably going to get to like 97. That sinker is going to be damn near unhittable.
Oh yeah, no, and again, this goes back to the kind of switching the meta back towards right-handed pitchers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this Felix Hernandez is a top 5 guy right now, especially with again that sinker, coming in 96, 97, being able to back it up with a 100-mile-an-hour straight fastball and a low to mid 80s changeup. That card right now is, I think, a top 5 starting pitcher in the game.
Agreed.
So you have a rotation of the Kershaw, Bumgarner, Verlander, that Hernandez, and I mean number 5. You can go really anywhere. Could go Ryan, I suppose.
That's
pretty beastly.
Question: am I gonna YOLO rip a headliner pack right now?
I mean, why not?
All right. Well, let me just tell you what I could possibly pull if I do want to do this.
Please do.
They've added a 98 overall Signature Series Dustin Pedroia, 110 contact versus righties, 71 power versus righties, 115 70 versus lefties, 119 vision, decent vision, right? 95 discipline, 105 clutch, 90 fielding, 89 reaction, 69 speed. So for some positions, I'm not going to say the arm strength and arm accuracy because they don't matter, like second base. If I tell you it has 70 arm strength, that doesn't really do anything for you, right?
No.
Also, yeah, Greinke. Hustlin' Owl mentions Greinke is one of the top SPs as well.
Greinke, that's right. I knew there was one I was forgetting.
So, D-Pity looks good. Also, Larry Doby, first African-American in the American League. I think he broke through about a month after Jackie Robinson did. 113 contact versus righties, 104 power versus righties, 94, 86 versus lefties, 103 vision, 125 discipline, 100 clutch, 80 fielding. He's an outfielder, so I'll tell you. 76 arm strength, 80 arm accuracy, 74 reaction, 64 speed. Maybe you put him in a corner instead of center field. Just maybe. Maybe just maybe.
Yeah, maybe not a bad idea.
Yeah, very good card. Diamond hitting, gold fielding. I'm going to rip one Headliners pack. I know this is a terrible idea. I know I swore off Headliners packs.
No, you're going to pull the Doby.
How about I pull an Alex Gordon? Oh, you know what? I pulled the best card in the game. So it's all good. Pulled the best card in the game. So I got my Adalberto Mondesi. So we're good.
All right.
That's like hitting on Dustin Pedroia.
That's YOLO swag.
YOLO swag, as the kids say. What else we got there? Third inning. They added some more moments. Third inning moments.
Yep.
So that means it's been 2 weeks. Like I said on a stream a couple weeks ago, or like I said in the Bullpen Banter Discord. Again, if you're not there, thatsportsgamer.com/community. 2 weeks after the programs come out, that's when the prices start to drop. That's what's going to happen now because these moments are going to make it easy for a lot of people to wrap up their third inning thing. Also, if you do all of the Dynasty division moments in the third inning program, you will also get a free Headliners pack. Lots of stuff here. So if you need a bunch of points towards your third inning program, good to get that. I am 4 points away, so I will be taking Justin Verlander.
I am still kicking around down in the 120 range. And I will be taking the Roberto Alomar, obviously. Because of the Jays implications. Like I said, I am only acquiring Blue Jays. That my Diamond Dynasty team is called the SnaggleJs. We only have Jays.
Get it? I get it.
So I'm gonna. So the thing is, I really want the Henderson as well because it would be an upgrade over the Henderson that I have. And obviously, Henderson being part of the '93 World Series winning Jays qualifies.
True.
So I'll have to buy one. I've been pretty lucky. I was able to sell a card I pulled earlier today in a free pack, which was Javier Baez.
Not a Blue Jay, notably.
No, sold him for about $33K. And I also have a Josh Hader that I am selling as well to that.
Notably,
so that will,
also not a Blue Jay.
Yeah, so those that will bankroll me enough to get the other card that I don't have. And then I'm also almost to level 100, which will allow me to get the Frank Thomas to upgrade over Frank Thomas.
The Frank Thomas conundrum.
So everything is coming up Jays right now.
So all of those guys you can pretty much put a bid in at for around 77 grand right now in the third inning program. Again, if you do the set for the third inning program to get the jump start on the fourth inning program, part of the reward for that set is going to be 30,000 stubs. So kind of factor that into your mind when you're thinking about it. If you're like, oh, these prices are kind of high. Yes, but if you're doing it for that jump start, you will also get 30,000 stubs back when you do. So I would expect these cards to kind of maintain their value a little bit better than the previous ones, where I think you were getting like something when you were locking them. And these are $3.99, so your team could use $3.99s, I assume.
Can I just say, by the way, obviously the fourth inning is going to be All-Star themed, right?
I would guess.
Because it is.
Okay.
Because the image, if you go to under programs and go to featured and go to fourth inning, It's got the guitar and an All-Star Game background. So obviously the fourth inning is going to be something All-Star related, as you can see by the voucher image on the left-hand side of your screen right there.
Okay, I believe you.
The guitar, and then it says All-Star Game, literally in the weird scriptic kind of font. Also, that matches the All-Star Game logo, that the coloring and the guitar. So obviously, fourth inning is going to be something All-Star related. So there you go.
So you're saying we should lock these in?
I mean,
Lock them in.
obviously they're going to be releasing a ThatSportsGamer and SnaggleJ themed cards for fourth inning program.
Yeah, so I just looked. The second inning voucher, the vouchers before were 700 subs each.
Yeah.
Now
yeah, so Fargo was asking, how do you get the 30K? You have to complete the fourth inning collection.
Lock these three cards.
Lock in the Verlander, the Alomar, and the Henderson. This inning, you get the 75 points for the fourth inning, but you also get 30,000 subs. And 5,000 XP is not nothing either.
That's what you got with the other ones, but...
Yeah.
I forgot about this first. I have like 3 of those. I picked up Kerry Wood recently.
Right.
Talk about that. What else? So yeah, those moments. Also, new Tops Now moments came out. If you did good with those packs last month, make sure you do some more Tops Now moments to get more. What are these things called? Vouchers for your May packs to get your Tops Now and Player of the Month cards for next week. I think next Friday, all that stuff's gonna roll.
Yeah,
I can tell you right now, all of that stuff will roll out on 7th, which is next Friday.
No, next Thursday. Right?
What?
Oh, sorry.
5th is Wednesday.
I looked at my my thing on my clock on the computer, and it says June 1st, but that's because it's 12:03 a.m. now.
Welcome to Canada and your weird time over there.
Yeah, so it is already Saturday for me, so that's my bad.
So go in there, do your moments, get your vouchers. One other thing in moments, they added a lot of moments today. Go into Sony Partners, and you see Spore. He's got a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Our boy Spore.
Can't count. 7 or 8. 7 or 8 moments. Beat these moments. I believe most of these use your. Some of these use your squad, maybe.
Some of them do, yeah.
They sounded, yeah. This win the game with your squad. You do them all, and you will get a 90 overall Future Stars Nick Senzel. We're gonna go take a look at because I like the card. So my throat is currently hurting me.
Oh no!
Got a little tickle. It's feeling good. Reds Future Star Nick Senzel. Come on, faster. You go faster if you're on the flashbacks tab. Fact.
Yep.
So Senzel actually reminds me a lot of the Michael Young card that came out a couple weeks ago. I believe it was one of the headliners. Third base, primary, but he also has secondaries as second base, shortstop, left field, center field, and right field. So no first base, no catcher.
And he can play them all.
And he can't
pitch. So he can play all 6 of those positions. Really, he's a fantastic card if, again, if you're no money spent.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, geez, yes.
And because the thing is that I didn't look at the Spore moments, but I can say based on the previous Sony partner moments, they're relatively easy. They can be done in about an hour or less if you're quite skilled. So it's basically a free 90 overall Future Star card that plays 6 positions, plays them all well. Primarily a contact guy, has a little bit of power. Again, not on the same level as some of the other cards we talked about tonight, but those cards require significant investment of time and in some cases money. So this card can be had for relative ease, and it's a pretty solid card. And again, good guy to have on your bench too. Can play multiples of positions, and can do it very well.
Yeah, the Mike Young card right now is going for about 155,000 subs. This card is free, essentially free. You just got to go do the work.
Yeah.
And the only real difference is about 15 to 20 points of contact, which sounds like a lot, but I feel like the difference is between 96 and 112, which again is a lot of numbers, but 96 contact plays. He's got 96 contact versus righties, 72 power versus righties, 91 66 versus lefties, 73 vision, 79 discipline, 85 clutch, 82 fielding, and that's a third base, so it'll take a little bit of a hit to go to all those secondary positions, but not a huge hit, so I think it would end up being like mid-70s in one of those secondary positions, which is still going to be a lot better than a lot of guys. 81 arm strength, 85 arm accuracy, 80 reaction, 77 speed. So again, dude can play center field. And I always preach, if you're playing online, you definitely need a guy that's going to be a super utility guy, or you need super utility guys that can hit righties, guys that can hit lefties, guys that are speedy guys, and guys that can catch. He does all of that except for catch, and doesn't have a ton of power, but he has 72 power versus righties, which will hit dingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, it's a really, like I said, a really good card that can be had.
I would say? Even if you had the Mike Young card, I'd say sell him. Use that 150,000 stubs on something else, and get the Senzel by just doing those few moments. Yeah. What else? All that stuff came out today. Next Friday, the May flashbacks. So we get the Tops Now cards and the monthly awards. And then June 16th will be the release of the 4th inning program, which we assume is All-Star.
It's got to be All-Star related, given the background.
So
we shall see.
No lack of things for you to be doing right now. So if Zach comes to me and he's like, I don't have anything to do, I'm going to say, Zach, go play all your Tops Now moments. Get all those vouchers that you can rip cards for a card that's going to be super expensive. Because those those Player of the Month cards from last month, still going for a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, kind of crazy. So you know what the thing was? I really didn't like. They limited the number of those Player of the Month cards, but I didn't realize, not Player of the Month cards, but the Player of the Month packs.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's how they were in the past.
Yeah, I think they were that way before.
Tyler Glass now is a buy now of 194,000, sell now of 126,000.
And he's not even that good.
He's not. Kirby, Tim Anderson's going for between 40 and 50 grand. There's a sell now for Kirby Yates of 270,000 stubs. There's no buy now. Did they forget to put that card in packs? Or something? But yeah, I guess they just really limited this grouping. And Google Box kind of crazy for sure. To get that belly. And I want to say, look at the Tops Now cards too. Tops Now. Pete Alonso still 30 to 35 grand. Paddock 20 to 30 grand. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yep. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
With
there's also a roster update to RBI Baseball.
Is it really?
I want to throw that out there.
Sweet, man.
Lourdes Gurriel got a nice bump. So
he should. He's amazing.
I need to dive into some more MLB Home Run Derby. My phone. Now that I got a new phone, I'm hyped to dive back into that. Galaxy S10e, if you're curious. Kind of a dope phone.
Okay.
Kris, we've already answered the question of have you been playing anything else in the show? That.
Okay.
We've also already covered your next Diamond Dynasty moves.
Pretty much. I actually just picked up the Alamar right now. During this stream.
You're gonna wait until tomorrow. He'll probably drop in price. But
that's all right. I'm not too worried about the investment at this point.
Also, go out there, get yourself an Alberto Mondesi if you haven't already.
I believe I have probably 15 of them.
I have like 5 to 10. Yeah, my whole squad's getting IE boost today. Next moves for my squad is, where are we here? We're going to get Verlander in my 4 more reward points. I think I kind of want Henderson. I don't really want Alomar, but if the price gets low enough, I think I'll try to get them both. And then maybe do the set for the next thing just to get a jump on it. See how that works out. I haven't done that, get a jump on it recently, or I should say, period. I haven't done any of them. I came close though, but then I ended up selling the card.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm getting to the 300 points for a guy anyway. So
yeah, I mean, I've played very, very. I still don't have the conquest map done or the 10 wins, and I'm at 120 already.
So you'll get there.
Yes, I mean, I'll get the 60 for doing the 10 games of BR or ranked or events, and get the the conquest. So that'll put me to 180. I'm still doing my daily missions, and I still have, just in the moments alone, I probably have enough left over to get there.
Oh, you also need to watch your back and protect your neck. You saw what happened last month. I did get up to, I think it was like 824 in ranked season.
Close doesn't count, my friend.
We were there. We were in Championship Series, making that run to World Series. And again, whoever makes it to World Series first, something. I don't remember what the bet
was. It was a Extra Life donation, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we have to do that. Also, I'm never going to get 12-0 in BR, so I don't think we have to worry about that. I'm going to need to worry about you getting there, right?
I mean, I haven't even played BR yet, so we'll just never even bother with that. Like I said, I got to DS in the first season. I was impressed with myself. I didn't play a whole lot of the second season, because I was converting my roster over to this new all Jays approach, which I have almost completed. I need, like I said, I have the Alomar now, so I need the Henderson and the Frank Thomas to replace my Henderson and Frank Thomas, and I need to complete the starting pitcher cap moments so that I can use that. That's the big thing for a Jays theme team, is the starting pitching is absolutely just whack. It's bad. So I'm gonna have to use my cap at starter, which is kind of, hopefully they come out soon with a hot fire Roy Halladay, so that I can jump all over that.
That would be good. I'd be down for that.
I'm thinking maybe the postseason stuff, they may have a Halladay for that, if that's where they're going to use him.
They could use he's in the game.
Well, we don't know he's in the game. I'm just speculating. Purely speculation on my part.
Speculation.
Rumor and innuendo.
Rumor has it. Now I'm at 299, so I need one more point. Then I guess, right? You think that's good? We think we're good. We covered everything. You're in Cleveland for the All-Star game. Holler at your boys out there.
When will Gary Sheffield come out? We have no idea. At this point, we're going off of something that his son tweeted, that he was going to be in the game. That's not, I mean, I wouldn't take that as anything official. Maybe they signed him for MLB The Show 20. Who knows?
Always a possibility.
You can't assume that means anything other than he might be coming to it eventually.
Oh, this Dunkin', I think, has a drive-through. What is that? So, if you're in Cleveland, July 9th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th, look for us at the Dunkin' Donuts at 1404 East 9th Street. Okay. Going there. Great.
Yeah.
I think
that's probably it.
Yeah, there we go. That's good enough for I think that covers it. That covers everything. Lots of stuff. A lot of stuff in Perfect Team. A lot of stuff in the show came out this week. Big week. Lots of stuff for you to go out there to do. So, Kris, let me thank you for joining me. Before I tell you to get out of here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Great show, Kris. Really do appreciate it. Thank you guys coming out and watching. Again, if you want to watch this whole thing, if you tuned in late, We'll get this whole thing archived over on youtube.com/thatsportsgamer. Or if you just want to listen to the audio version, you can go over to thatsportsgamer.com. On the right side of that page, you'll have all the links for the podcast there. Or if you just go into any of your podcast apps and search for That Sports Gamer or Bullpen Banter, you should be able to pull it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate it. But now it's time for you to get out of the bullpen, get into the game. Take it easy, folks. We'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern time.